It's very interesting. The Keir Starmer plan for migration is pretty well like an extension of and a rethinking of the Dublin III protocol. So the idea then would be that anybody who entered Europe as a migrant would have to be processed at some point in some place in Europe. And if they merited asylum, then Europe would move migrants to any particular country that was capable of taking them. That would include Britain under Keir Starmer's plan, and in return, Britain could return migrants who crossed the English Channel illegally back to the country where they'd come from, i.e. France or mainland Europe, to be processed there. Under the Dublin III protocol already in existence, and they would have to be processed in the port or the country where they first landed, where they first entered Europe. And that makes a certain amount of sense. He is, of course, being vilified by people like Steve Barclay, who would say it's no surprise that Keir Starmer wants to give up control of our immigration policy to the EU and let them decide what quotas we have to take. Well, yes, actually, a sensible rethinking of Dublin III should have been part of the Brexit EU negotiations, but the people who were leading those negotiations were absolute and unremitting twits. Why do we know that? Not only because of the failure to deal with immigration, but also because of the failure to sort out Northern Ireland. Two issues which have dogged politics ever since Brexit. And, either you take one or the other, but the fact that there are two demonstrates how stupid those people who were involved in those negotiations actually were. There is no excuse. None at all. It doesn't matter whether you like Brexit or whether you don't like Brexit. Two monumental cock-ups. And we are still paying the price for that in both instances. Monumental. So Keir Starmer's salvage operation isn't going to be on the best terms for Britain. But heaven's sakes, it looks better terms than the terms we've got. Paying lots of money to France to police its own border. Ridiculous.